see them all, read them all, long before they get to bookstores. Even if I have no intention of reviewing them, even if I think there's no chance that I'll review it, even if I'm not particularly interested. I live in the world of books, and more, especially in 2016, in the last 6 or 7 years, in the world of forthcoming books. So I would have thought, back then, when I first started, I would have thought, well, with all the best intentions in the world, that's probably not going to happen. There's probably not going to be anything I'm going to see here that I don't already know. Getting to know BookTube better in the way that you can only do when you do it, I have realized, how arrogant that is. You're all active readers, encountering books entirely on your own terms in worlds that I will never touch or see. I am bound to encounter things that I either only vaguely heard about or didn't know about at all, and want to explore them thanks to your videos. That's what we're all here for, right? To share books. And it didn't take long for it to happen. A book came on my radar that I think I had heard of, but I certainly had not prioritized reading it. But in BookTube, as in anything else, you watch people, you listen to people, eventually get a sense of whose recommendations are right for you, who you will listen to maybe more than others. And I saw this particular book recommended enthusiastically by both Jen Campbell and Simon Savage of Savage Reads. And that was pretty much all it took for me. It's this. It's Sarah Perry's The Essex Serpent, with this gorgeous, utterly gorgeous cover. And I admit completely the cover is, a big selling item. I couldn't, for some odd reason, get an advance copy, so I just bought one and downloaded it. And it's absolutely wonderful. So their recommendations were not wrong. I highly recommend it to you. It's a historical novel set in the 1890s in which a amateur natural historian and recent widow named Cora Seaborn goes to a small town in Essex because of a rumor that the legendary Essex serpent has revived after centuries of dormancy and is now killing people and livestock again. And in this little town, she meets a whole bunch of, local eccentrics. And also the rector, Will Ransom, who sparks feelings in her. And the book is an absolutely wonderful historical pastiche extravaganza of Victorian fiction, of the sensation novels of the time, where there's a MacGuffin out there that may or may not be part of the natural world, and more than that, the characters ruminate on all aspects of intellectual and moral and social life in the Victorian era. It's just a wonderfully assured, incredible performance from start to finish. It reminded me a lot in its basic pinnings of The Signature of All Things by Elizabeth Gilbert, which was a novel that I read and really liked, but that I thought lost its way more than once. This is very much a sister to that novel, only it doesn't lose its way. It's just incredible. Jen and Simon enthuse about a lot of books that I end up not liking, but I think that's par for the course, right? With any of us, that's it. The point is, you could see it in their eyes how much they loved it, and I hope you're seeing it here as well. That I did too. The dialogue, the character development, the eventual story of the Essex Serpent itself, just all of a piece. Just a tapestry of wonder. One of those books that you read, I've read a handful of them in my life, that you just know you're going to return to again and again for a specific reason. You're going to return to it when you need to feel good about life and reading again. You're going to return to it to smile. Even though it's not all rainbows and kittens, you're still going to do it. That's the ultimate effect, is that it's just a thing of joy. So that is my BookTube-athon challenge for today. A book that you read because of BookTube, and I am encouraged to think that I could easily have picked plenty of others. That's the effect we're all having on each other, and that's part of the reason that this whole BookTube experiment is so mysterious to my older friends in the book reviewing world. They started out constantly asking me, well, aren't these people mostly very young? And don't they read comparatively little compared to you? What are you going to be able to get out of it? Any suspicion I might have had that that was true is long gone, and this challenge proves it. This is a big joy of BookTube, is finding out what you're all reading and whether or not I might want to try it. So I'll use the video challenge also as an excuse to say thank you all over again. This has added a dimension to my book experience that I would never have expected. And that's it for today. We'll go on tomorrow with the next challenge. And let me know in the comments if you're doing BookTube-athon and how you're enjoying it. I'll see you next time, BookTube. Thank you.